So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I'm not sure exactly how they would phrase it in their own locker room, but that's a yardage grab right there. To be able to get that amount of yardage on the first play of the game and to change field position to the positive side, you got to love the way they're getting started.
They run again on first down. Cook, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Rolling to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd down and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Hey, Kappa.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, 31 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes through.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Allen going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Dayon Henley coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing now is Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's Herbert. Oh, that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chubb. Touchdown, Allen! Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tap it out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen. He'll buy some time right. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Now Allen steps away. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Hey, go Lion.
Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissling. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Let's go. Baylor tight. Go.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Now 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. Shakir hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To the air, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Allen going to audible to a different look. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And down to the 36-yard line here. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Allen. Out to his left. That is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 36 yards. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Baylor Tiger.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ray. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Ram.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Herbert to throw. And Sharp hauls it in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 1st and goal. Dobbins is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
One more time with Dobbins.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
This is 3rd and goal.
Crowd right.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Now Herbert.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 2nd down. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To throw is Allen. That is caught by Shakir.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
So no short.